we are on our way into the parking garage to go and find Fernando. Alfonso. Close. Alfonso is up here somewhere, and head out for the day. So we have just parked the car in the car park. We hope that everything is fine with it. Jen's frustrated with me because I don't speak enough Spanish to ask all the questions that I need to. But last time we came here, we kind of got stuck in the car park because even though it said 24 hours a day, it closed at 8 o'clock. Well, today I asked him what time he closed, and he kind of indicated 24 hours. So we think we're okay. Either way, we're going to be back here before 8 o'clock. So we're in a town at the moment called La Línea de la Concepción. And we are here because right across the border, you can see the English flag flying over there, and that is the Rock of Gibraltar. So we are going across to Gibraltar. So we've arrived in Gibraltar. Sadly, the cable car up the rock is closed until the 6th of February. It's closed for maintenance, which is a pain in the butt for us. So we've had to pay and do a well, there's two other ways you can get up the rock. One is by walking, and one is by doing an actual taxi tour sort of thing. We didn't want to do the taxi tour and that because you are limited with time. You are only limited to 2 hours or thereabouts, and but Jen didn't feel that she would be able to walk up, so we're doing the taxi tour, and that's much more comfortable for her, and we'll get to see some other things that we didn't see when we were here last time, so Bruce will enjoy it as well as we will enjoy it as well. So this is our first stop, and I'll show you where we are. So we're here at a lookout, the Ancient Worlds, and Gibraltar has been owned by 3 people. The Arabs were first in and before 711, and then the Spanish, and then the British. And yeah, so this here is called the Pillars of Hercules. The Pillars of Hercules just here, and it shows the spot where we are on the map. Over here on the left, the Pillars of Hercules, and it shows you Spain, and then Europe over there, and then Africa just below us. You might be able to see that sign there that says the Atlas Mountains. That's over here, and we'll show you a little bit of Africa in just a sec. This little map here on the Pillars of Hercules on the modern side, the modern world, shows some distances. So from exactly where we are here to Canberra, doesn't show Sydney, it shows Canberra, 14,268 kilometres from here. Australia is probably the furthest point in the world from where we are. We're getting close to being the furthest point away from where we are in the world. So home is a long way away. So that port over there is where we're staying, Algeciras. And looking along and around here, it's a little bit hazy and hard to see today, but you might be able to see it over there, the landmass, which is Africa over there. It still blows me away. It blows me away the fact that Africa is just there. It's crazy that it's so close. But yep, this is Spain, and that is Africa. Look at the monkeys. Hello, monkeys. Hello, monkeys. So we've just come into St. Michael's Cave. We've come up a little bit further after the cave, and this here is the skywalk. Look at it. Kind of glass panels hanging out here over the edge of the cliff. So just up on top of the skywalk here, this is the view looking out back over towards where our hotel is over the other side there. You've got all the ships in the bay, and then you come along here and looking up at the Rock of Gibraltar, and then back down to the ocean down on this side. Look at the monkeys. Hello, monkey. The residents on the rock here. They're so cool. I think the last stop on our tour is this here, the Great Siege Tunnels. And these are tunnels that are built into the rock, all built by hand. And I can't remember how deep he said they were. Yeah, all built by hand. We'll go in and we'll show you as we go along. So heading into the Great Siege Tunnels, Jen's gone already. And these were all built by hand, 400 meters. Dug through the limestone. It's amazing. In preparation of a siege. You can see guns and things that are pointing out to protect anybody who may have been in here. It's very hard to see outside there. There you go. Pointing out at the beach down there, the big cannon. So we just told our taxi driver that we're going to stay here. This gives you an idea of how they dug the tunnels. We're leaving our tour here and going to walk back down to town. Oh look, I found some prisoners who are digging holes. No, don't think so. Look at this cracker of view. It's the cemetery down there, and then the airstrip, and then on the other side of the airstrip is the city or town of La Línea de la Concepción. The Spanish, the Spanish line on the other side. And then you can see the coastline on both sides there, heading on up towards the mountains over there on the right. Amazing, it's just beautiful. Such a nice view. So this section of tunnel is very straight and very long. It was the very last section of tunnel built here, and it is called the Holy Land Tunnel. This section was built after World War II, and contrary to the rest of the tunnel, it wasn't built just by, digging it out. They used pneumatic. What do they call those things? Jackhammers, pneumatic jackhammers, and explosives to blow it out, because they needed to do it in a more timely fashion. But this is as far as it comes, and as far as we can go anyway. And this gives you an indication of what was out here. They used to have 4 mortars out here pointing out over this side of the rock. Communications hut, and you can see the ships and everything out over this way. Spain is off to the left, Africa is off to the right, the Mediterranean is all there in front of you. Look at this fault in the rock, the cave. It's monstrous. It goes way up into the rock up there somewhere. That's awesome. Here we have the city of Gibraltar. The blue building, or the roof over there that's blue. The buildings with the blue roof. Jen was talking to a tour guide, and he was saying that a single bedroom studio apartment over there in that building, or in one of those buildings, is 530, Jen? 530,000 euro. So about 800,000 Australian, 900,000 Australian. So there you go. Pretty expensive. We've just left the World War II caves, and we're walking on down here to this building here, which is called the Moorish Castle. On the hill here, we are at a spot called Queen Charlotte's Battery, and big gun here. And that's the castle just here. We'll go and check it out in a sec. Just ahead of me here is the Moorish Castle. This castle was built in the year 711. So it's been around for a very, very long time. What you see here is from 711. There have been some additions onto it, like the crenellations on the top of the wall up here, the bricks and that, but the castle as you see it, as it stands, pretty much there from 711. Alright, we can go in and explore it a little bit. You can see the crater marks here. They're from bombing attempts back in the 1300s, so stones and ballistas being thrown at it. Broke off the corner of it just there, and some more just here. So yeah, it's had some damage in its day. It's seen some action. It withstood 10 sieges. Here's what it says on the sign just here. So amazing. Right, I think I just smashed my sunglasses. Wow. The roof gets very low there, and I didn't realise. Oh, well, welcome to the top of the castle here. You've got the fortified walls here, looking out over the city of Gibraltar. I'm not quite sure why, but the border is closed. Those cars that you can see over there are stopped. The runway, the barrier gates are down, and the cars on the other side are stopped as well. Maybe there's a plane coming in? I don't know. There you go, the gates have just been opened and the traffic is now allowed back across the runway. It's just crazy that there's a road across the runway. All right, so we've made it to the main street here in Gibraltar. This is the main shopping street. Lots of shops on either side, all sorts of different things. And And yeah, we're heading down to find ourselves some very late lunch. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We're all hungry and we're going to go and get something to eat. We're making our way out of Gibraltar now and heading back to Spain. Just up here ahead of us is the boom gates that come down when an aeroplane's coming in. So in just a few moments we're going to be crossing the runway, something that's very, very unique here to Gibraltar. So there you go, the airfield is ahead. There's the runway straight ahead of us. And we're about to step out through here and wander across the runway. This is very exciting. There's the Rock of Gibraltar just behind us as we make our way across the airfield. Look at it, what a magnificent mountain. You might be able to see all the holes and things in it. I'll zoom in. There's like a row of holes and things like that in there. That's where we were earlier. That's all the cannon batteries and the caves that are inside the rock. There's the center line of the runway. That's looking east and that's looking west. Sun's out over that direction, setting at the moment. So it's a bit brighter over that way. Alright, heading back towards Spain. We're getting close towards the border checkpoint. It's over here. We probably have to turn our camera off because they won't let us have that on as we go through border control. But crossing our fingers, everything goes smoothly, and we'll be back to Alfonso shortly. We have made it across, as I said. There's Jen in front of me. We're just crossing the road here. Burger King and Macca's in front of us. And we'll head up the road here, crossing our fingers that we have no issues with Alfonso. And we should be fine. Anyway, welcome to La Línea de la Concepción. We made it through, we paid our bill. We're going to get out. There's Alfonso just in front of us. And Jen still not happy. Won't be happy until the boom gate goes up, she says. So, hi Alfonso. Oh look, I said hi and he flashed his lights. Isn't that cool? So we made it out and we've driven up the road just a little bit to take a final photo of the Rock of Gibraltar. Look at it there, sitting in all its glory. What a monstrous behemoth of a rock. It really is an interesting and beautiful place.